Hey everybody, welcome back. So I want to do a very important video for my existing students. It's going to take a couple of minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to move on to something new and very exciting, a new service, if you will, that I'm going to offer that's going to be very affordable for everybody. So stay tuned. And let's jump right in. Okay, so quickly for my existing students. I need to give you a tiny bit of backstory. I promise it won't be long. So back in the day, before all these fancy charting programs came around, I used to trade off of a 12-inch, if that, I think it was like 6-inch monitor with green bars. As a matter of fact, here is a picture of my very first trading computer that I used to hook up to a DTI feed from my home, and yeah, it had green bars on it, right? And the green bars just looked like that, and it was a very small screen. But believe it or not, back then I used to make a ton of money, and now we have everything from candlesticks to Hakanashi to blah, 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 blah. So why am I telling you this? Because there's a very important lesson here. I find that my students that struggle, they struggle for a reason because they overcomplicate things. And I want to give you an example of what my typical students look like. And I'm going to show you just a couple of struggling students right now. This guy's not really struggling, but he's at a 55% win rate. Now, he's not struggling because every time he invests $1, he makes back $2.35, but still a very low win rate. Here's another student at 46%. Now you can see he's still making money. Every time he trades $1 or puts $1 at risk, he makes $1.37. But the low win rate really can sometimes throw people. And that's kind of what I want to talk about to my existing students. On average, my students average somewhere around 57 to 63% win rate. Now, for some people, that is just fine, and they're very happy with that because some trades make 2 to 1, some trades make 3 to 1, some trades make 10 to 1. A lot of people have no problem with that. But I do have other students that struggle with a low win rate. So what I decided to do was to give you an option. If you want to increase your win rate and you want to go from, let's say, 50%, 55%, 60%, 70%, up to 80, 90%. What I want you to do is I want you to use question number 4 in your order flow spreadsheet as your stop. So previously, rather than using a very, very tight stop, which is what I have taught you in the past, what you can do is use question number 4. So if you were taking a trade here, rather than using a 6-cent or 7-cent stop, question number 4 would have been right there. And let's say you were taking a trade right here, and rather than using a very tight stop, your stop can go down here, question number 4. And again, if you're trading here, and rather than using a tight stop, your stop goes down there, question number 4. Now, you might say to me, well, Steve, that kind of sucks because, what am I going to get here? I'm going to get 1 to 1 on my money, 1 to 1 on my money, and maybe a break-even trade, right? But your win rate is going to skyrocket. So I want to just shout that out to all of my existing clients right now, because this is a way, if you're not happy with with a 60, 65% win rate, which many of you are making a killing with. But if you're not happy with that, then change your stops to question 4 in your order flow spreadsheet. Okay, so that's enough. That's out of the way. Now let's talk about something really exciting right now. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. I've been working. I don't know. Many of you know that lately I have been trading the FX markets because, as you guys know, particularly am more of a short seller than I am a long buyer. So I've been kind of sitting out the equities market for now. I'll come back to it. All my students trade long. I just don't personally trade long. I want to clarify that. Well, all of my students trade long. It's just that, and what I do works long. But what I wanted to do was talk about the FX markets, because when I switched over to going back to simplicity without using colored charts or without using anything else, and really just going to simple charts, what I found was that it uncovered the old trader in me back in the day, 1987, 1986, 1985, when I was 20 something years old and literally making millions of dollars. Now, I don't I can't do what I did back then, but by going back to some of these old charts, I decided to experiment and just use basic structural information more than candlestick and volume information, just pure structure. So I decided to do a little experiment this weekend, and this is where we're going to get into some exciting things. And let me show you a spreadsheet here. Okay, so I'm going to open up this spreadsheet. Oh, wait, sorry. Actually going to show you a picture of the spreadsheet because I wanted to block some things out. So what I did was I went through and just using structure and using three types of trades: a liquidity grab, a break, and a break reversal or a reversal. Well, actually that's a break or a reversal. So liquidity grab, a break, or a reversal trade. So three simple structural trades. And I walked through some Forex pairs, and I specifically used the GBP US dollar, but I also did it on a couple other ones. But I want to show you this because these were the most impressive results. So here you have the days that I took the trade. Now there's one other small thing here called the T-scale that I use, but it was really nothing other or different than just pure structure. And here you have the results. So in March it made 743 pips, in April it made 250 pips, and in May it made 434 pips. So why am I telling you this? Well, I'm bored right now and I want to do something new. And in my StockTwits room, while I'm sitting and waiting for the equities markets to return, I want to think about opening a live trading room. And it will be very inexpensive, $50, $60 a month. And what you'll do is I'm actually going to sit there and call out live trades. There might be a small class with it just so I can explain the simple structural trades to you and how you can use them. But it's going to be that simple, right? It's just going to be using nothing but structure and nothing but reading order flow and using the markets and engaging the markets when they're not random. Okay, so I wanted to make that video. Very important video. If you're interested in this, reach out to me on Skype, SSP Trader. I'm probably going to be doing something in the next week. Like I said, I'm bored as hell right now because the equity markets are very, very they're not good for my style of trading or my personality of trading. They're very good for my style of trading, just not for my personality. But the Forex markets have been very good. If you go to my room, you'll actually see that I was posting several Forex trades and several results, and you can see they were outstanding: $2,000 a day, $1,500 a day, etc., etc. Okay, and just let me know what you think about that. So thank you all, and bye for Now,